threes. I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. Christian, what up? Aaron, I see you, man. Amun, what up? All right, man. So today, man, we're gonna talk about you got to break up with that beta male that's been holding you back your whole life before you could ever move forward and become the most alpha version of yourself. See, listening to this alpha content is one thing. You can listen as much as you want to, but until you learn how to apply it to your life, man, and here's the thing, you can know how to apply it to your life, but you can get in your own way. You got to believe that you deserve to be the most alpha version of yourself. I say again, you got to believe that you deserve to be the most alpha version of yourself. Let me give you 3 reasons you could tell that you're not the most alpha version of yourself. You're still living under those beta male rules. If you care about what haters say about you, if you notice, I don't never respond to haters. Anytime somebody's ever hated, somebody always send it to me. You know what I'm saying? I got a group of, I call them watchdogs. I got a group of watchdogs, man. Like they scour the environment. Whenever something negative said about me, man, it ain't nothing I don't hear. But you know what? I don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here living my life in the alpha sphere. So if you worrying about what haters say about you, and not just haters, if you worry about what people that just don't like what you're doing, or people who are just against what you're doing, everybody who doesn't like what you're doing, it's not a hater. Some people just don't like what you're doing. They're just against your message. If you care about what they say, you're still living under beta circumstances. I give you another one. If you care about what people say about you positively, you're living under those beta circumstances. See, the beta circumstances cause you to be influenced one way or the other by what people say to you. The beta circumstances cause you to feel like what someone says either validates you or invalidates you. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just not the world we live in, man. I live in a world, man, where I just really don't care what people say. You know what I'm saying? There's a group of people whose input matters, but they're a very small group. And these are people who have proven that, that they value me being in the best space I could be in, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, and all other ways. Another thing, and this is a big one. If you believe anything about you is negative, if you believe anything about you is a flaw, if you believe anything about you should be changed, even if you like it, you need to change it for other people, then you're still living under that beta male influence, man. You understand what I'm saying? See, most of your beta male influence come from the beta male you used to be. It don't come from outside sources. It don't come from what other people telling you. It don't even come from what you've been taught. It comes from what you have allowed yourself to believe based on your interaction with the world. And we're going to try to pull ourselves away from that today. See, let me tell y'all something. If you're a young man, let me give you something right now. There's no way you could be the most alpha version of yourself on the level that BOA is on the most alpha version of himself. You can't be where I am, because when I was your age, I wasn't where I am. And I got a real early start, especially on female nature. I got a real early start on that. I mean, I got a childhood start on understanding women. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I fully understood women at that age, but I got a head start where some of the things you guys went through, like in middle school and high school and all of that, I didn't go through those things. You know what I'm saying? Now, did I have those experiences? Yes, I had those experiences, but I didn't go through the psychological and mental and emotional pain and torture of those things like you guys did, because I already had an expectation. So the difference is, when you go into something blindly, you get a result, you respond to the result. When you go into something informed, you go in, and when you get that result, you understand that result because you've already been informed of what that result is. A lot of times you just have to marry the teaching with the experience in order to get a full understanding. Other times, you don't know the teaching or the experience, so you get the experience, and then after the experience, you got to go find the teaching. That's where red pill rage comes in. You have to find the teaching after you find the experience. Now, every man is going to be a young fool. So if you're a young fool, so what? So what? You're going to be young and dumb. No matter what kind of head start I got, I was still young and dumb. So we've all been young and dumb. So if you're young and dumb right now, don't even worry about that, man. How can you grow if you're already grown? The most enjoyable part of life is growing. growing into the man you want to be, growing into the man you were destined to be, growing into the man, into the fullness of manhood and masculinity, growing into the most alpha version of yourself. That's the most fun experience in life. There's nothing better than looking at yourself year after year and realizing how much you've improved in leaps and bounds. There's nothing quite like it. And that's the reality of it, brothers. There's nothing like looking at yourself 5 years down the line and realizing, man, I just never thought I'd make it. No matter how your growth process was at that point, 5 years from now, you should be looking back saying, man, I never thought I'd make it this far, this fast. You understand what I'm saying? Because this isn't a race to see who can grow into the most alpha version of themselves the quickest. This is about who can do it in the most efficient, effective way without and make the fewest mistakes and have to deal with the fewest obstacles. They have to deal with the fewest setbacks, the emotional drawbacks and setbacks that men deal with when dealing with this society from a beta male Simp Mangina perspective. You understand what I'm saying? Now, here's what I want you to understand. Loving yourself more than anything else is the right thing to do. I don't care what anyone has ever told you. Loving anything more than you love yourself, loving anyone more than you love yourself is the absolute wrong thing to do. It's feminine. Women love their children more than they love themselves. You shouldn't as a man. Like, you can't love anything more than you love yourself. Am I saying you shouldn't love your children? Of course you should love them. Of course you should love your parents. Of course you can love your wife if you want to. You can love who you want to love, but never love anyone more than you love yourself. Loving yourself more than anyone and anything is the absolute right thing to do. There's only one right thing to do when it comes to love, and that's love yourself more than you love everything else. You have to love yourself more than you love money. You have to love yourself more than you love success. You have to love yourself more than you love everything. You have to love yourself more than you love getting laid. You have to love yourself more than you love getting paid. You have to love yourself more than you love, getting validation. You have to love yourself more than you love anything. Because when it all boils down, you can have $1 million. You can have 10 women. You can have 20 children. You can have whatever you want to have. You can have 5 homes, 8 cars. You can have whatever you want to have. You can have 10 sources of income. You can have 5 homies. You can have whatever you want to have. But you only got one of you. You're the only thing in your life that can't be replicated or duplicated. So why would you love anything more than that? You're the only thing in your life that's absolutely required for you to live. You can lose all your money right now. You'll still be alive. You can lose all your bras right now. You'll still be alive. All your children can pass away. You'll still be alive. Anything around you can be gone and you'll still be alive. But when you're gone, it's over. This is the way that we have to view things as men. You have to keep in mind that loving yourself more than anything else is the only smart thing to do. Anything else is illogical. Like I tell you men all the time, I love me, I love God. Anybody else who needs love from me, God will give it to him. If God don't give it to you, you don't need it. Don't come to me for it. I left all that love up to God. I left it to him. If you don't feel no love from me, God don't think you deserve it. Because I can't give it to you. I've given it away. God, this is you right here. You handle this for me. I believe in you. I trust you. I worship you. Handle this for me. I trust you way more than I trust myself to handle this love stuff. So I give it to him. If he don't give it to you, you don't deserve it. Now let's keep it moving. See the homie Jacob in the building, man. Appreciate the super sticker, brother. Brown Hornet 1975, my brother. Salute. Appreciate the dime. All right, homies. Now, here's what I want you to understand. There's been a lot of talk about red pill this, red pill that, red pill. Let me tell you something. I'm not red pill because I got an early enough start. I don't have to take the pill. I never was blue pill. You understand what I'm saying? I never thought women were what other men thought they were. I just never did. Because even growing up, I never saw a woman who was like that. I just never did. I never saw a woman who was like that. From My mom, my grandma, my aunts, my cousins, the girls around me, their mothers, my teachers. I never saw a woman who was like blue pill guys think they are. So I never had to take a red pill. But if you are under the influence of the blue pill version of yourself, I promise you, the red pill is the light. Don't let anybody tell you to stay away from the red pill. If you need it, you had better take it. I promise you. If you need it, you better take it. It is the light. If you're living in blue pill, beta male, simp mangina darkness, then the red pill is the light for you. I'm not making this up. I'm telling you, if you know you view women in the wrong perspective and you're constantly being taken advantage of, and you think you got a good girl, they always end up not being good, and you always paying them to play, and then you probably don't even play. You're playing them to lay, and you probably don't even lay, and you're doing a whole bunch of things, and you think women are the queens of the world. She's my queen to be. If that's your mindset, you better take the red pill. And if you have found the red pill, then you have to understand that this is the time for joy. There is no need for red pill rage. You have figured out something that would have kept you trapped in a simp mindset forever. When you figure out that you've been wrong this entire time, you must understand that it is a time to be joyous. It's not a time for sadness and anger. There should be no red pill rage. There should be red pill joy. You've been enraged the entire time you were blue pill. Hey, man, let me tell you something. When you're dealing with women and they dogging you out, man, you enraged deep inside, but you're so emotionally suppressed and depressed that you can't even be angry. All you can be is hurt. All you can be, oh Lord, I wonder why the women are treating me this way. Oh Lord, I'm so good to them. That's anger. That's what you should be angry about. But now that you know you can't deal with women that way, why be angry? Why be angry? Because see, red pill rage means that you're angry at yourself. Why in the hell are you gonna be mad at yourself? You did what you knew. Now moving forward, if you keep being a simp, be mad at yourself. Dunny Lee, appreciate the dub, man. My childhood traumas taught me to hate myself. Loving myself is the single best thing I've learned from you. Thank you, brother. Salute to you, Dunny Lee. That's the best thing we all can learn, man. That's the best thing we all can learn. Because here's the thing, man. Let me tell you something, man. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Man, I got women in my life. You understand what I'm saying? And I deal with them the way I want to deal with them. You understand? There ain't gonna be no monogamy. There ain't gonna be no monogamy at all. I never sell that. I never talk about that. I never promise that. We never even discuss that. From here's the thing: the majority of women who I meet now meet me through my content, so they already know what I'm about. And it just there ain't gonna be no monogamy, man. Like there ain't gonna never be none. Like I don't see any need for it. I don't see any benefit of it. When the guys when these dudes be talking about well, monogamy, that's how families are built. Man, you sound like a fool. You ain't gotta be monogamous with a woman to have a family with her. She gotta be monogamous, not you. But that's a can of worms we ain't gonna open up. See, what we have to keep in mind, man, is that we as men have to be logical enough, prudent enough, and also mentally strong enough to forego and ignore what society suggests we do because we know it's wrong. We know it doesn't work. We know that blue pill, so we know it don't work. We know it doesn't work. See, here's my thing. When I think about guys who are in monogamous relationships, those are the guys who I think are, even those guys, I think they're purple pill. I think you can be a red pill guy and be in a relationship with a woman. Like anytime you deal with a woman, it's a relationship. Even if all y'all do is get it in, it's a sexual relationship. If all y'all do is hang, then it's a companionship relationship. If y'all do both, it's a whatever kind of relationship. Anytime you deal with anyone on a consistent basis with any intent to build anything, have any understanding, it's a relationship. Business relationship, personal relationship, sexual relationship, any type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That is recreational relationship. All interactions with women are relationships. You cross the line when you get into this whole commitment relationship, because here's the thing: women are never committed to one man. So the sooner you accept the fact that women are never committed to just one man. Now, a woman could possibly be having sex with one man at a time, but she's not committed to one man. See, commitment means all in with one man. Women just are never going to do that, because unlike men, women accept the fact that they can't get everything they need from one man. That's why they have female. That's why they have male friends. That's why they still have are friends with the men that they used to be in relationships with. That's why a woman who has a child is perfectly okay. That woman can have sex with just you because she has another man she can get other things from. So once you accept that and realize that, you got to keep in mind that why would you give a woman something she's not going to give you in return? That makes no sense. It makes no sense to give a woman monogamy when she's not going to give you that. When a woman wants you to be monogamous, she wants you to not just to not get anything from anyone. She want to be your everything. When the bottom line is, she could never be your everything. She could never be your everything. No woman can be your everything unless your everything just adds up to a whole lot of nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Loving a woman half as much as you love yourself is foolish. Never love the woman. Love what the woman brings to your life. Love what the woman adds to the equation. Love the energy that the woman brings. That way you don't find yourself caught up with a woman who's bringing you negative energy. Don't love the woman. Love the duties. Love the actions. Love the intentions. And the moment they change, you realize that you shouldn't be with that woman. Many men are with women who've changed on them years ago. You know why they can't leave? Because they're stupid. They fell in love with the woman. Don't love the woman. Never love the woman. Love her energy. So when that energy changes, you automatically know it's over. You don't find yourself trying to make it work with a woman. Because here's the thing: when a woman's energy changes, you can't work it out. She's done. Well, if a woman energy towards you changes, bro, it never goes back to where it was. It never goes back to where it was. There is active intent when a woman's energy changes. It changes because she wants it to change. I know a dude right now, man. His old lady just mess around and got a trainer. They've been going through some things. Now she got a personal trainer. He don't even know she training. She trying to get her body right, man, so she can move on. He don't know. Won't listen to me. I'll tell you something once. If you don't listen, okay, do what you're gonna do. Skull, appreciate the dime. My lady, 10 year passed away recently. Cherish your connection, brother, and remember God in charge. Appreciate you and the good words and godly message you always share. Peace. Salute to you, Skull. Salute to you, man. Sorry to hear that, brother. Bless up to you, man. David with a Y. Appreciate the dime. Facts. Salute to you, bro. See, here's what we have to understand, man. When you accept that the blue pill version of you was the lesser version of you, then you can move forward, because you can't leave something that you've been attached to until you accept the truth about that thing. Like a man who's caught up with a woman that treats him bad, he can't leave that woman until he accepts the truth that the woman is dogging him out. As long as he's making excuses for the woman's behavior, he can never leave her. If you got a job that treats you like a scrub, you're never going to leave until you accept the fact that they treat you like a scrub and you can do better. You deserve better. See what I'm saying? You're not going to get in shape until you until you realize and accept that you're out of shape and it's damaging your health. Most times, unfortunately for us, it's when we go to a doctor and doctor say, hey man, you've got this or you've got that, you got to start doing this. Then we start trying to work, but then instead of using it as a preventive measure, we use it as a recovery method. This is about prevention. Let me tell you the most blessed man in the world. I'm gonna tell you right now, the most blessed man in the world is a beta male simp mangina who realizes he's a beta male simp mangina and he's not married to a woman. You are the luckiest man in the world because your mindset was prepared to embrace the concept of marriage. You avoided it. Do you know how miserable you would be if you realize you've been blue pill your whole life and you were ready to change, but you had a marriage license in your way? You had a marriage in your way. You had a wife in your way. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That'll be a terrible thing, brothers. That'll be a terrible thing. Absolutely terrible thing, man. I ain't lying to you. Y'all give me a second here, man. All right. So, a lot of times, man, what we have to understand is this, brothers. The best thing you could do is never be a sucker for love again. Because if you've been beta male your whole life, you've been blue pill, man, you've been a sucker for love. Let me tell you what a sucker for love is. Any man who falls in love with the woman is a sucker for love. Any man who falls, man, let me tell you something. When my woman come to see me, man, either one of them, when they come to see me, brothers, it is the greatest experience, man. It is, it is, it is, it is, it is a wonderful wifey experience. Like I feel like I got a wife. And of course, she feels like she has a husband. So when she's with me, we're husband and wife. It's a wonderful experience. But after a while, I get tired of it. And I don't want it around me anymore. Because there's only so many things she can do before she starts to repeat the same things over and over. And then I realized that those actions aren't enough for me to keep her around me all the time. So you got men who are valuing things like, man, my old lady cook for me every day. And so what? She cook for you? Is food that important to you, homie? Let me tell you something. Unless you're dieting, cutting, or bulking, and like you're trying to get fit, or you're trying to bulk up or cut, man, let me tell you something. A woman cooking for you is irrelevant. Under normal circumstances, her cooking for you is just not a big deal. It's not an amazing. It's not this thing that she should get these accolades for. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give me a quick second here, man. I'm gonna try to let me try to share this link with somebody, man. Y'all give me a minute. All right, man. Yeah, yeah, man. Y'all give me just a quick second, brothers. Give me a quick second, man. Shh. My bad, homies. My bad. My bad. All right. So here's the deal, man. You should feel blessed and thank God that you're no longer a simp. You understand what I'm saying? You should feel blessed and thank God that you're no longer a simp. Because let me tell you something, man. If you're a beta male simp mangina, women meet guys like you every day. You understand what I'm saying? If you're a beta male simp mangina, women meet guys like you every day. every day. I mean, when I say every day, they work with guys like you. They date guys like you. They got guys like you in their family. They got guys like you at their functions. They got guys like you at restaurants. They meet guys like you at the gym. They meet guys like you everywhere. If you're a beta male simp mangina, women meet guys like you all the time. If you're a beta male simp mangina, other beta male simp manginas meet guys like you all the time. Here's the thing about becoming the most alpha version of yourself. You become a man that no one has ever met before. You become the type of man that any woman you meet has never met before. You become the type of man that no man you meet has ever met before. You become the type of man who goes into a room and the people in the room have never met a man like you before. Because men who strive to become the most alpha version of themselves are rare, really rare. Many men just strive to have a little money so they can get women. Many men just strive to have a little money so they can buy stuff. Many men just strive to have a little fame so they can get women. Many men just strive to have a little fame so they can brag and be braggadocious and give themselves motivation and validation for the times that they didn't have that in their lives. But when you strive to become the most alpha version of yourself, there's an energy. You embody an energy that most people you meet have never felt before. And that's just the reality of the scenario, man. Like, you become this amazing individual who is self-centered in a way that's not obnoxious. Because as self-centered as I am, I still believe in helping those who are helping themselves. Anyone. If I know you and you helping yourself, I'm going to help you. If I know you and you're doing everything you can, everything in your power, man, to do the things that you need to be doing in your life, and you're still not quite getting there, I'm going to help you in any way I can. But I'm never going to put you before me. Never going to put you before me. See, here's the thing I want y'all to stop doing, man. Stop listening to angry people. Shout out to the homie Angry Man. I ain't talking about AM. I mean, these guys who are constantly blaming women for everything that happens. If you blame women for everything that happens, you still a beta male simp mangina. If you blame women for taking advantage of you being a simp, you still a beta male simp mangina. If you blame a woman for taking everything you willingly and freely give her and not looking out for you and making sure you don't give your last, you still a beta male simp mangina, because what you are doing in those instances is you are expecting a woman, needing a woman, and faulting a woman for being a leader and faulting her for not being a leader, your leader. See, women do a wonderful job of leading themselves. But if you're a man who needs a woman to lead you into protecting yourself, into doing what's best for yourself, man, you're a beta male simp mangina, homie. No man should need a woman to guide him into self-protection. No man should need a woman to guide him into self-preservation. No man should need a woman to guide him into, financial preservation. No man should need a woman to do those things. She wasn't put here to do that. So if she's willing to take advantage of a simp, how can you blame her? Everybody else around you take advantage of you too. Men take advantage of simps too. Men take advantage of weak dudes. Men take advantage of guys who don't have no backbone, who can't stand up for themselves. Everyone takes advantage of guys who can't stand up for themselves. But you just want to point the finger at the women. You're in red pill rage, man. If you're still blaming women for this and man, listen, a lot of guys are still in red pill rage. And they will knock you for not being in red pill rage. But why? Why? Because you figured it out quicker than they did? Because you figured it out and decided that you were going to become the best version of yourself? Because you decided that you were going to become the man that you want to be? So let me tell you something. When you become the man of your dreams, then you're the man of every woman's dreams. Because when you become the man of your dreams, you embody all the characteristics and qualities that a woman falls in love with. Period. You embody all of those things. But you have to become the most alpha version of yourself. You have to become the man of your dreams. There's such a confidence from becoming the man of your dreams that it's even more confident than a man could get from having money. It's even more confident than a man can get from being fit. It's even more confident than a man can get from having everything else together. If that man isn't being the man that he wants to be, there's nothing there's the confidence he get from those things pales in comparison to you being the man that you want to be. See, you don't become the man that a woman wants you to be. You become the man that you want to be, and then just allow the woman who accepts that man, who loves that man, who desires that man to be a part of your life. It's real simple, homies. Don't take a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out, man. See, as you become more advanced in the essence of your manhood, you'll start to change what you absorb. Because as you change as a man, you change what you absorb because you change what you feed the world. You know what I'm saying? What you intake is the same thing that you emanate. It's the same thing that you regurgitate. And it's the same thing that you perpetuate. We have to understand that as a man, it is your job to be a leader, and your leadership skills start with leading yourself. If you can't lead yourself, why would a woman follow you? If you can't lead yourself, why would your son follow you? So even more important than the woman, why would you even believe that someone should follow you when you're having a hell of a time leading yourself? See, you redirect the anger that you have at yourself for being a sucker at something pertaining to rebuilding yourself. You take that anger and frustration and you use that energy to propel yourself forward into becoming the best version of yourself. It's real simple, man. It's real simple. Then you start to better vet women. Proverbs 11:22, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. In other words, it's like a pig having a jewel of gold in its snout with all that pig snout all over it. That's the same thing as a beautiful woman who has no self-control, who has no self-awareness, who has no understanding of who she is, who has no understanding of her femininity. So women should never be the goal, never be the focus. If women are your goal and focus, then you're a weak man. You're a weak man if you're focusing on women, because if you focus on women, ain't no money gonna come with that. Unless you're a pimp, ain't no money gonna come with that. Ain't no money guaranteed to come if you get a woman. If you get 10 women, ain't no money guaranteed to come. If you buy 50 cars, ain't no money guaranteed to come. If you focus on women, ain't no health and wellness guaranteed to come. If you focus on women, there's no guarantee that your relationship with God gonna get stronger. If you focus on women, there's no guarantee that your peers are gonna respect you more. If you focus on women, there's no guarantee that anything else in your life is going to improve, but improve your health and wellness, improve your finances, improve your spiritual relationship with the Most High, improve your relationship with yourself, improve your relationship with your peers, and watch how women flock to you. And this ain't even about women flocking to you. It just goes to show how futile it is to be chasing every woman you see. If you're a man, now understand if you're a really young man, but if you're a man, 30 or older, man, once you hit 30, man, you got to come up off there. Oh, I need every woman I can get. Oh, I need every woman I can get. Every time I need you to go find me some more women. Let me tell you something, brothers. A lot of times, if you find yourself chasing a bunch of women, the problem is you still are angry at yourself and angry at the women because you couldn't get women before. That's why you'll see a man start to make money and he just goes crazy with women. Somebody sent me a picture. I'm gonna post it up, man. Somebody sent me a picture of King Von ragging young Lil Durk about when before Durk blew up. Man, he had a chick that he wouldn't dare be caught with right now, and he had a picture of himself. He cropped the chick out, and then Von put a picture up of the whole picture and said, "Nah, man, don't try to crop out wifey." And it was a chick that he wouldn't even deal with right now. Because a lot of times these guys couldn't get no women before they had money. And a lot of times some of you guys listening to this right now and on the playback, you can't get no women right now. And so in your mind, if you get money, you could get women. But if your goal for getting money is to get women, then you're going to get money with the wrong intentions, and then it's going to all crumble at some point. We see some examples of that around us now. You know what I'm saying? I don't call no names, but we see some examples of that now. You get money to get the women, and then you go crazy with the women. But here's the thing that happens when you get money before you turn yourself into the most alpha version of yourself. The real you comes out, and everyone starts to realize that you're still a beta male simp mangina. See what I'm saying? You start to realize that you're still a beta male simp mangina. And the bottom line is no matter what we do in this society, what we have to do as men is stand up on principles. And not everybody's going to be your church going Bible toting per. Okay, I get that. So let's stand on alpha principles. You know what the alpha principles are? You deal with the world from a spiritual perspective first, which means that you're going to deal with people from a logical perspective first. Because if your spirit guides your mind, then you're going to deal with people from a spiritual perspective. But to them, it's just going to be you dealing with them. But you're going to be using logic, which is based on spiritual astuteness. You understand what I'm saying? You deal with women based on pimp perspective. Am I saying you put women on the corner and make them trick off? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you deal with women based on one simple precept. You treat her how she deserves to be treated based on what her actions bring to your life. That's all I mean when I say pimp principles, man. I ain't talking about being no pimp. I ain't talking about glorifying pimp culture. I'm telling you the reason that pimps can do what they do with that many women. Because they value those women based on their actions, input, and energy, and they damn sure reward them accordingly. If you reward a woman for her good, she'll accept her punishment for her bad. And she'll focus more on doing her good because women love gifts and trinkets and treasures and rewards much more than they love punishment and all the things that come with that. I'm telling you what I know. How can you punish a woman? I ain't saying you got to beat the woman out. That's not what I'm saying at all. But if a woman really wants to be in your presence, starve her out. If a woman really wants you to go somewhere with her, or she got some plans, she wants you to go with it, don't go. And I know some beta male, somebody gonna say, well, she's gonna pick somebody else to go. Okay. He's not me. It really doesn't matter what a woman does outside of you. Because whatever she does, whoever she does it with, dude ain't me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm me. And ain't no other me. And she ain't gonna never find nobody better than me. Any woman who meets me is blessed. Because she ain't gonna find nobody better than me. She ain't had nobody better than me before. She ain't gonna find nobody better than me after me. So she better be trying to hold on to Dr. BOA. She better be trying to hold on, because if she can't hold on, I'm gonna be gone. And you know what? She's gonna spend her whole life comparing these dudes to me and realizing there ain't nobody like me. Now, enough about me. Here's another thing I want y'all to stop doing, man. Stop viewing your past as a mistake. Nothing you did in the past was a mistake. Because even if you make a decision and it's the wrong decision, it wasn't a mistake. You just didn't know no better. You made a dumb decision. A dumb decision is not a mistake. Trust me. A mistake is you say you saw somebody over there because it looked like them, and then you find out it wasn't them. That's a mistake. We rarely make mistakes. In life, you make decisions. Either they're good decisions, bad decisions. They're misinformed decisions or informed decisions. Regardless, the result is the result. It's never a mistake. Stop looking at your past as a mistake. Stop looking at being a simp as a mistake. Stop looking at being a beta male simp mangina as a mistake. Stop looking at being a pushover as a mistake. Stop looking at being bullied as a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. It taught you something. Your job as a man is to learn the lessons of life. You can't lead anyone until you learn the lessons of life that are necessary to lead. This life we live is based on us growing. This life we live is based on us being able to lead. This life is based on us being able to hold a position where people behind us and people beneath us feel like they are in good hands. That's what this is about. That's why self-preservation is so important. That's why self-preservation is so important, man. So when you look back on your life, don't look at the negative relationships you've had with women. Look at the positive relationships. You understand? I've had some wonderful relationships. I had some wonderful mutually beneficial relationships with women, man, to where as I was growing into my best version, she began growing into her best version. And It was a wonderful experience. I've had experiences with women where there's nothing negative that can be said from me about her or from her about me. Nothing negative. You know why? Because everything is a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. If you was with a woman in a relationship and she was a scallywag and she ended up cheating with your best friend, you knew that woman was a scallywag. You just thought the scallywag wouldn't be a scallywag with you. Lesson learned. Not a mistake. Lesson learned. You do it again, then it's a mistake. You can't make a mistake the first time. It's a lesson learned. There are no mistakes. There are no wrongdoings. There's only lessons. That's all there are, man. And I'm just keeping it a buck with you, man. So the reason why I say I'm not red pill is because in reality, the red pill doesn't exist. It's just a mindset. It came from the movie The Matrix. Before the movie The Matrix, nobody would have been talking about red. What would we call this without the movie The Matrix? Nothing. We call it understanding the truth about female nature and male nature. We have to understand the truth about female nature and male nature. Because if understanding female nature makes no difference if you don't understand your own. We know what our nature is. I'm not going to fight against my nature. I can't. You shouldn't fight against yours. Women don't fight against theirs. And this is man. Listen, bro. Listen. I'm telling y'all the reality of life, man. And I'm not making this up. Y'all know I ain't making this up. Got a couple of super chats in here, man. Let me check them out right quick. Sean Vire, appreciate the dime, paying my tuition. Salute. A Bell, welcome to the Alpha family, man. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Donovan Wood, appreciate the dime. That's facts. I'm Red Pill 9, been married. Talk about uncomfortable. Yeah, man. Warhammer, appreciate it too. Thank you so much, Doc. You're my spiritual guide, and salute to you, man. Fear Soul 85, salute, man. Contribution to the lessons and empowerment, Doc. Salute. Appreciate you, brother. Be real mahogany. I killed that beta. You've been providing the nails to keep that casket sealed. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Salute to you. Be real, man. Appreciate the dime. JB Lux, appreciate the dime, man. Dropping the dime for the wisdom. Much appreciated, Doc. Salute to you, man. Velvet Music, salute, man. Welcome to the Alpha family. DJ Ferg, appreciate the 5, man. Gennaro Diaz, salute, brother. Appreciate the 5. This is the kind of knowledge I wish I was taught as a youngster. Keep up good work, Doc. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate it. Mr. Dez, what up, homie? Appreciate the 5, man. Salute, Doc. He appreciate that real. Salute to you, brothers. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the support. Now, let's talk about what red pill rage really is. I don't call it red pill rage. I call it violent self-hatred. Because when you're in red pill rage, you don't hate women. You hate you. You blame women, but you hate you. You hate you because you can't believe you didn't know. Well, let me tell you how stupid it is to fault yourself for not knowing something. You're like a kindergarten faulting yourself because you can't do multiplication. You at the crib tearing up all your toys and everything because you don't know how to do multiplication because your older brother know how to do it. See how stupid it is? You have to understand that this violent self-hatred is more prevalent than all cancers combined and is much more detrimental because there's no treatment for it. There are no research dollars being poured into it. This is something you have to do internally as a man. You got to stop hating yourself. And how do you stop hating yourself? By accepting yourself for who you were, accepting yourself for who you are, and executing a plan to turn yourself into who you want to become. You understand what I'm saying? To who you want to become. And it's tough to do in this society. For one reason, people in this society are too bent on impressing others. You're too hell bent on impressing others. There's no good in impressing others because by the time you impress this person, their relationship is over. By the time you impress this job, you're on to another one. By the time you impress these neighbors, you moved. You impress you. You make people deal with you on your terms. That's why I promote all the time. Becoming your own boss. There's freedom to it. There's freedom to making people deal with you on your terms. There's freedom to making women deal with you on your terms. There's freedom to making your homies deal with you on your terms. There's freedom with making the bank deal with you on your terms. You know when the bank deal with you on your terms? When you go in, when you go in and drop 10 bands in an account that's already got 75, 80 bands in it. Then the bank deals with you on your terms. You see what I'm saying? People deal with you on your terms based on you becoming the best version of yourself. I promise you, man, if you become the best version of yourself, you will never have any regrets in the process, in the result. I promise you, you won't. See, you got to recognize and accept if you don't like the person you are. And even worse, if you don't like the person you've become. Because let me tell you, I'm going to give you a dose of reality here. If you don't like the person you've become, it's because you changed and transformed from the person you wanted to be. Even worse than being who you don't want to be is transforming from who you want to be into who someone else wants you to be. Bro, I'm going to be honest with y'all brothers. That's enough to make a man suicidal. I ain't even lying to you, man. That's enough to make a man suicidal. It really is, man. And I'm just gonna be perfectly honest with you, man. It is a tough pill. It is a really tough pill for men to be in and deal with. And it's just tough, man. It's tough, man. And I talk to so many men who are going through this right now, man, and it's just it sucks, man. You know what I'm saying? It really sucks. It's a tough thing to get past, and it'll drive you crazy, man. It'll make you give up on life because you can't focus on progress. And that's the one state I never want any of you to be in. I never want you to be in such a hole, in such a mental space that you can't even focus on progress. Because if you can't focus on progress, you can't grow. And if you're not growing, somebody put in the chat, if you're not growing, then you're doing what? What's happening if you're not growing? And don't put that crazy in there, man. What's happening if you're not growing? Take a quick second and let y'all respond to that. There's only two things you could be doing in this world if you're not growing. All right, I see it. I see it. You're dying. If you're not growing, you're dying. When you plant a flower, it's growing until it dies. You know what I'm saying? If you take a rose and put it in a vase, it's gonna look beautiful. It's gonna do all this, and then it's gonna die. You look at the trees. If a tree is not growing, it's dying. It falls with a strong wind. If you're not growing, you're dying. And some of you men in your 20s and 30s, and you're dying right now. You're dying. Here's the thing. You're not going to die physically. You're going to die mentally and emotionally and spiritually. And so you're going to be a zombie. The zombie apocalypse is upon us. Many people are dying inside right now, man. And I want you men to live. Living is such an amazing thing. Such a wonderful experience, man, to be living, to be alive, man. I mean, to be alive, to feel alive, to be striving, to be growing. It's a wonderful experience, man. Absolutely wonderful experience. See, you have to diminish the value of other people's opinion of you. That's the main thing. You have to diminish the value of other people's opinions of you to the point where it just don't matter. If a woman tell me, man, I'm handsome, man, I don't care. If a woman tell me I'm ugly, I don't care. Because whichever she says, how's it going to benefit me? You understand? Now, if I was a model trying to get a modeling gig and they say, hey, man, you're a handsome brother, I'd be like, okay, cool. I got the gig. Otherwise, what does it matter if a woman says you're handsome? If a woman says you're attractive, if a woman says you're this, a woman says you that, if a woman says you're looking you looking swole up. You understand? If a woman say you looking swole up, who cares? Who cares if a woman say you looking swole up, man? Nobody care. It's irrelevant. You know why it's irrelevant? Because it doesn't benefit you. It's just an opinion. It's just her opinion. You can have two people standing right beside one another. One of them can say you're the most attractive man in the world. One of them can say you're the ugliest man in the world. It's just an opinion. You can have two jobs. One of them can say you're the best employee they ever had. One of them could be writing you up every day, getting ready to fire you. It's just an opinion. Everything that anyone has to say about you is just an opinion. And opinions are like Escalades. Everybody got one. And they pretty much all sound and look the same. You see what I'm saying? That's just the reality of it, man. Side note, man, let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all know, man, I slid over to Birmingham, man, to get away from the storm. Come to find out, man, it didn't really do much damage, man, where I am. But so I'm there and I'm looking out my suite window, man, and I see some guys down there. Looks like they're guys who are doing some maintenance. And I saw them, you know, well, I pulled up first. I pulled up and backed in, man, and I was sitting there, man. Of course, man, I was in the big body, man, so I get certain looks in that one. But I noticed, man, that they were whispering and talking, and they kept looking at it, man. Blah blah. I ain't paying no mind, but I did see hate. I saw hate in their eyes. But that was like, okay, these guys don't know me, man. They just hating, man, cause I'm blessed, man. Where I mean, I'm just blessed. I won't put it. I won't go into no detail. But so I'm on the way back to the crib, man. I realized that my air pressure is going down. So I literally, cause I mean, I went on a flat, so I kept driving, man. And then I got those run flats, so they get down to about 20, 24, 25, and they stay there and they just run flat. So I just kept, man, going. I could go a little bit and fill it up. So I filled it up, man, about 4 times on the way to the crib. Pulled up at my tire shop, man, that I get my tires from, and so they had to order a tire. So I got my spare on the joint. What he told me is it looked like somebody took a screwdriver, homies, and or some sharp tool like that, stuck it into my tire, and then stuck it sideways so it came through the sidewall. Now the sidewall, like when on where I buy tires from, they don't have a road hazard. So you know what I'm saying? Like a sidewall road hazard, they don't cover it on the tires. I could have filed it on my insurance, but the tire cost $300. I'm not gonna file an insurance claim for a $300 tire. It just don't make sense. Go through all that for a $300 tire, I ain't gonna do it. So then my premium goes up. So one of them dudes took a screwdriver, man, and stuck it into my tire and stuck it sideways, man, like they knew it wasn't gonna get covered, man. So I rode all the way home like that, bro. And I was like, man, this is crazy. These dudes don't even know me, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm riding clean, looking good, man, living good, feeling good, man. That's just the type of hate that comes. But you know what? It didn't bother me because unfortunately, I'm blessed enough, man, where that $300 tire is nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to me. And I already know that their karma is going to come. I already know that God is going to handle that, man, because it was low down and dirty. You know what I'm saying? It was low down and dirty. I saw them, man, just hanging out around. They had like 2 golf carts parked, man, and they were like just hanging out around, looking at it, man, walking around it. I said, man, that's crazy, bro. But what do? I just keep moving. You know why? Because whatever made them do that, just their opinion. It didn't set me back. I'm so blessed that I literally didn't even know it happened, man, until I got on the road. You know what I'm saying? The tire didn't even go down when they first did it, bro. I'm telling you. That's how blessed I am. Those are the type of miracles that God work out in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I could have had a wreck on the road or anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, yeah, he's very fortunate, man, that I ain't catch him in the act, whichever one of them did it. But God didn't want that for me either, man. You know what I'm saying? I get these tests all the time, man. I think God always tests me, man, to see if I'm gonna let him handle my light work. You know what I'm saying? I let him handle my light work. I let him handle those types of guys, man. But so you just have to understand that tearing others down constantly will not alter your negative self-assessment. So whatever he's going through, he hates his job. He still got that job. He stuck my tie, but he still got that job. He still got that job he hate. He still got that. He still got that career he don't want to be in. He still got that life he hate. Probably got a woman at home who don't show him no love. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, man. When people go through things, they're gonna lash out. But I can't worry about it. It didn't change his life. It didn't change mine either. Because if it had gone flat, I just would have called Triple A. You know what I'm saying? I would have called roadside assistant, man. And matter of fact, I wouldn't even call Triple A, man. I would have got out, got my jack out, jacked my tire up, man, and put the spare on. That's what I would have done. Of course, man, the jack they give you, man, it took me about 2 hours, man, because they look wind up jack they give you, man, ain't worth crap. But that's just what I would have done, man, because nothing you do in hate of others is going to change your life and make it better. Your life still going to suck. Your life is still going to suck, man. It really is. So, tearing others down constantly will not alter your negative self assessment. It will instead cause you to continue making enemies. Continue making enemies. See, so when I'm over that, that's the place I always stay. So when I'm there, I'm going to see those same guys again. You understand? I'm not going to do anything to make the guy lose their job and nothing like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But what I am going to do is confront the guy about about what happened to my car, man. You know what I'm saying? Not really, hey man, I'm gonna whoop you because I don't know which one of them did it. And I ain't gonna go through all that. But I'm gonna let them know, man, that I know, man. Hey man, somebody stabbed my tire, man, last time here, man. Y'all keep an eye on my truck, man, while y'all out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And I may tip them $100 a piece, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to show them that, it ain't nothing to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, here y'all go, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of rub in their face, man. It don't bother me. I'm back, same truck, we back again. And matter of fact, here y'all go, man. Help y'all out with your lives, man. Maybe this will help change your outlook on your own life, homie. You know what I'm saying? So let me get back in here, man. Check out these super chats, man. I saw somebody come through, man, with the all right, Ronald Suarez. Appreciate the $2, man. Glad I'm young. Listening to this, man. Salute to you, man. Shola, man, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate you joining the Alpha family, man. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Steph Cam, appreciate the $100 sponsorship, homie. Appreciate you. The brother always supporting, man. Major support. Appreciate you, homie. Antonio Powers, man. Appreciate you joining the Alpha family. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Ferg, salute, man. Appreciate the dub. Appreciate the deuce. Salute, Doc Real. Recognize real. Definitely, man. Juggernaut, appreciate the 5 bone, man. Just dropping my nickel. Appreciate this guy. All your live stream posting on your Patreon, Doc. Want to jump in over there too. Yeah, man. When they leave here, man, they shoot straight over. Richmond Legacy, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the dub. It's amazing what can change in a year. This time last year, I was dying inside, living a life I was unsatisfied with. I've since reemerged into my true self. Salute, Doc. Man, that's man, I love to hear stories like that, bro. Salute to you, man. Keep grinding and growing. Bulu, welcome to the family. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Sincere, salute, man. Appreciate the 5. Bulu, again, man. Appreciate the 5 bone, bro. What's up, Doc? BOA, love your content. Proud new member. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate you joining, man. Appreciate the support. And Antonio, man. Appreciate the 5 bone AP. Can't start, won't start. Real talk. Oh, Sir Leaf, man. Welcome to the Alpha family. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Yeah. So here's the thing, man. Guys like that were never given an opportunity to be an all-encompassing being. That's what we strive for. Being the most alpha version of yourself is being an all-encompassing being. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally feel like an all-encompassing being. If I wanted to, I could be everything to everyone. I could be a wonderful husband to a woman or women. I'm the best friend that you could have. I'm the best son that my parents could have. I'm the best cousin my cousins could have. I'm the best everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm the best leader anybody following me could have. Like I'm all encompassing. And that's the goal, to being all encompassing being, not so people can use you, but just so you could be a complete being, man. This is about being a complete being, man. Not defining yourself by exterior things, not defining yourself by money, cars, clothes, women, not defining yourself by any of those things, defining yourself by the character traits that you have, defining yourself by the spiritual astuteness, defining yourself by the mental capacity that you have to do whatever is necessary in any particular situation to govern the situation properly. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. I think I missed a couple super chats, man. NYC Evolve 88. Salute, bro. Appreciate the dime. They can't stop this, doc. Salute, salute, bro. C Note. Salute, man. Appreciate the dime. How do you heal from divorce? Um, you just, I mean, you pick yourself up, man. You have to realize that there's really nothing to heal from unless you're talking about finances. So you have to accept the fact. If you need to heal, that means the woman left you. Just got to accept the fact the woman didn't want you anymore. You understand what I'm saying? And then you assess the situation and decide if you were the man you wanted to be in that situation. Because here's the thing, here's the crazy thing. If you become who a woman wants you to be, then she don't want you no more. The woman wants you to be the man you want to be. A woman wants you to be mysterious. A woman wants you to be somebody she feel like she can't understand. Like every time she make one stride in understanding you, some new shit come out that she don't understand. Women thrive off that. She thrives off having to learn her man, having to learn how to please her man. The moment you allow her to believe that she has you pegged, is over. So healing from a divorce, man, for one thing, it takes time. You know, you got to take time, man. You got to take time, and you may need a consultation, brother. That may be what you need, because it's a process, man. It's a process. You know, you have to understand that you have to learn the lessons from it. The goal is to learn the lessons from it. You heal as you learn lessons. As you learn the lessons that you needed to learn from something, you heal. If you don't learn the lessons, it's all bad. It's all negative. Learn the lessons, because there's nothing bad, nothing negative about learning. If you learn something that makes you a better man, how can you be mad? How can you be hurt? Joe Penn Styles, man, appreciate the 5 bones. You could have had the guys subscribe to your channel. Maybe they need to hear this. Music, yeah, I ain't see the guys no more, man, after that. Music and money. Appreciate the 5 bone. It's a lot of haters in my city, Birmingham. We gotta do better. Salute though, Doc. Man, listen, bro, there's a lot of haters in every city. Real talk. LaMarcus Nash, appreciate the dime, bro. Appreciate it. Fud man, appreciate the 5 bones, man. It's just about emanating the energy you were always meant to. That's all it's about, man. Dig into the energy that you have inside. Understand, man, that if a woman breaks up with you, it's her loss, not yours. You don't lose anything if a woman doesn't want to be with you. You lose when a woman who doesn't want to be with you stays with you and continue to use you. That's when you lose. When a woman who doesn't like you stays with you and uses you, you lose. It's an absolute loss, man. And that's real, brothers. So the reality of the scenario is this, homies. Your answer to the question, do I like the person I am, will help deduce whether you were loved and elevated as a child to the level of confidence, self-esteem, and if you were or not. Finding that person that your parents built you into, or figuring out how to become that person, will how do I put this? It will lead to fulfillment and inner peace. If you want peace of mind, then you need to become who you want to be. Don't define yourself by your relationships. See, homie who just asked me, how does he recover from a divorce? You got to stop defining yourself as her husband. Stop defining yourself as a divorcee. Stop defining yourself as a divorced man. Define yourself as a single man. Define yourself as a free man. Define yourself as a man who is in a position to become whoever he wants to become and build whatever life he wants to build. That's how you define yourself. Never define yourself by your relationships. Don't define yourself by being a father, being a lover, being a son, being a never. Don't define yourself by your relationships. Find yourself. Define yourself by your character, by your integrity, by your spiritual awareness, by your sanctity, by your masculinity, by your alpha energy. That is how we define ourselves. See, humans are the only creatures on the planet who live intently for the pleasure and satisfactions of others in our group. A man will be in a relation. A man will have a family and forget himself. Everything he does will be about being a father, a husband, and whatever else he needs to be, a son. He'll find himself trapped in a life that is defined by his relationships. That man is miserable. You weren't put here to be a husband. You weren't put here to be a father. You weren't put here to be a son. Those are things that you are because you grow and you create relationships. And in one case, create people. But you are who you are before any of that. Who you are is based on your one single spirit, not all of that external stuff. So stop defining yourself by what you do for other people. Define yourself by what you do for you. We're going to get ready to head on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. Bro Life, appreciate the 3 cent, man. C Note, appreciate the 5 bones, man. Ray Allen, appreciate the dime. Blessings for the teaching doc. You getting us ready for the new era. Can't stop, won't stop. Real stop, man. Can't stop, won't stop. Nash, I don't know if I got you, man. Appreciate the dime. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. So, man, I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. Just remember, brothers, you got to break up with that beta male Simp Mangina because he is the reason that you cannot become the most alpha version of yourself. And he will continue to be an impediment to your progress if you don't destroy him. Now, how do you destroy him? Detach yourself from the idea that he owns you and let him go. Becoming the most alpha version of yourself. Throw yourself into the alpha sphere. Throw yourself into the content. Just subscribe, click the bell, make sure you're in here for these live shows. Join the Patreon, book a consultation, do whatever you want to do. One of the major benefits of joining the Patreon is that you get to mingle with the other brothers, man. It ain't just about you coming to support and listen to the content. It's about you get to link with the brothers, man, who are really about the alpha sphere life, the keepers of the alpha sphere, the builders of the alpha sphere. MPI, appreciate the super sticker, man. Famo, salute. So we're going to get ready to slide out of here, man. It's been real in the field. And y'all remember this, man. I don't care what nobody else says. Alpha's up, beta's down. It's the motto. Peace. Seems like no matter what you do sometimes, your efforts go underappreciated or unappreciated, period. You know, all we do, man, is try to give men the information they need to become the best version of themselves. No hate. We love women. We don't hate them. We just don't take no foolishness. And we can't be controlled by our lust. Those men can, but not us.
Alpha's up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alpha's up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alpha's up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alpha's up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
Now, I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her and convince yourself that she brings more value to your life than you bring to hers. You know, just the protection and provision is more than a woman can ever make up for, man. So I'm not saying don't give her props for what she does, but damn sure never make her feel like she's more important to you than you are to her, because it's just a figment of your imagination. She knows the truth, so you have to understand the truth as well. This is called the abundance mindset. There's nothing she can give you that you can't give yourself besides a baby. And do you really want one of those right now? Nope.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
You see, the main thing that men let women slide with is shut-upness and obedience. Now, when you use the term obedience with a woman, she automatically relates that to being a slave. But slaves aren't obedient. Obedience is a choice. Slaves either do it or die. Women have a problem with it. It doesn't mean you can't talk. It means that you can't talk when I'm talking. It means that when we're talking about things that I do as the man, you don't have an opinion on those things, because I make decisions based on facts, not opinions, not even my own opinions, and most certainly not yours.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.